I got some content ideas. I got some content ideas. Have you ever felt stuck with coming up with content ideas for your social media, your blogs, your videos on YouTube, maybe even your podcasts? Well, good, because today I'm going to share with you 7 content creation social media ideas that are going to take you out of that funk of, what do I write about? What do I talk about? What kind of content should I be creating for my target audience? And I believe these 7 ideas are going to help you, be able to brainstorm a little easier so that the content ideas start flowing into your brain, so that when they, when they are inside of your brain, it's easier to come out when you're writing, your social media content, when you're shooting videos, when you're, doing your podcast, or whatever kind of content that you're creating on the internet, these 7 ideas are going to help. So stay tuned. So we all know that we need to be creating a consistent flow of content, whether you're doing it daily, weekly, or whatever. You need to have content if you want to attract the right audience, especially on social media. And to be honest, it's not easy coming up with ideas. I mean, even myself, I'm a content creator, but sometimes I actually get stuck with coming up with content ideas. I mean, really good content ideas that's gonna inspire and motivate my target audience. So if you've been racking your brain, really just running out of ideas, this video is definitely going to help you. So let's get right into it. Number 1, revisit your old content. Go look at your past content that have really gotten some really good engagement on social media. Even if you're shooting YouTube videos and you have a YouTube channel, go to your channel and go look at your most popular videos and kind of see how you can take those, watch those videos again, or look at your social media posts that got a lot of engagement. Go back and revisit them and ask yourself, how can I rewrite this? Or how can I put another spin on it? How can I add more things to talk about that specific topic? How can I repeat that topic in a different way? Maybe things have changed. Ask yourself, have there been any changes since I last wrote that content or shot that video or recorded that podcast? What can I do to kind of update that content, revisit it, revise it, and make it even better? And then ultimately create a brand new piece of content from an old piece of content that you already created. Number 2, start where your prospects are right now. Think about it. When you first got started, where were you? You just want to go back to the basics on this one. If you were starting out with whatever it is that you're doing right now, whether you're selling a product and you just got started with that product, or maybe you started a business opportunity, or whatever the case may be, where would you start if you had to do it all over again? Ask yourself, what would I do in that position if I was there starting all over again, just like my prospect is starting from the beginning? You want to think about ways of giving your audience a head start or some kind of fast start training, something that is going to move them from being a beginner to someone who starts getting results faster. Number 3, create a series. I absolutely love series, and a series can be however long you want to. They can be 3 days, they can be 5 days, they can be 7 days, 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. They literally can be as long as you want them to be. So in other words, if you have one topic and you can put a spin on, you can really drag that content out, then instead of doing like one piece of content, a video or, a post or whatever with the, all the information at one, in one chunk, then what you can do is you can split that information up in chunks and spread it over a course of 3 days, 7 days, a week, 30 days, however long it's going to take. Number 4, stories. I'm talking about your stories, your customer stories, your new business partner stories. Create stories. There's stories all around you. So if you don't have a story yet, leverage other people's stories. I'm sure there's tons of people in your company that came before you that have a story that you can leverage. So you can share stories about people's breakthroughs. You can get maybe some top leaders or other people that are, maybe not top leaders in your company, but they're getting really good results with maybe the product, or maybe they're getting really good results because they're generating leads and sales inside of their business and they're consistently on the leaderboards. Why don't you reach out to those people and interview them? Find out what it is that they're doing, interview them, and create a piece of content around that interview. And then you can share that interview on all of your social media platforms, including YouTube. Or you can even share your own struggles, maybe even your own victories. But you gotta start sharing stories. Stories are so powerful, and it will actually inspire and move people towards making a decision to buy your product or join your business. So stories are super powerful. Number 5, ask your team or even the leads that are coming through your funnel. If you have a funnel and you're building your own list on the internet, ask them what they want. Ask them what they're struggling with. Ask them what their problem is. How can you be of service? How can you show up and lead them? I'm pretty sure there's a bunch of people in your business right now, maybe your customers, maybe prospects that are on the fence. People have questions, and you have to be that person to, really try to find out what their questions are and then turn those questions into content. And what I like to personally do is I actually have a book right here of ideas that I have, and I'm not going to open it because I don't want to share my secrets, but I have a bunch of ideas, and every time an idea comes to my head, if I'm at my desk, I open up this book and I write it down. If I'm, out and about and an idea comes to my head, I'm going to take up my cell phone and I'm going to write the idea on a little notepad inside of my, cell phone. So anytime you think of an idea, don't let that slip by you. Write it down, because I'm telling you right now, when it comes time for you to sit down and create a piece of content, if you have that idea book or you have those notes of content ideas, it's going to be so much easier to brainstorm what kind of content should I be creating today? What kind of content can I create today to serve my audience? Number 6, dig deeper. So maybe there's a topic that you created before, but you only kind of just talked about it just a little bit. You didn't really get into much detail. Well, make like a second version of it where you really dive deep into that specific topic. And hey, maybe you can even turn that into a webinar. So maybe there was a topic that you were talking about, but you didn't really get into details. But maybe when you go digging deeper, maybe you can share some examples, some stories, really diving deeper into that piece of, content, that idea. Number 7, create a bunch of quick tips. And these, I like to call them little micro pieces of content because they're really, really little. So for example, you can shoot say a 30-second quick tip video and share it on social media. Or, it could be in text format and you could just type in something like quick tip and then share the quick tip. People love quick tips. People are busy and they really don't have time to be sitting there consuming a lot of content. So I love quick tips because it allows me to really engage with my audience in a quick manner. So quick tips are really, really, really simple to do, and they're really fast pieces of content that you can create every single day. So if you liked this video and you loved these 7 ideas, let me know below. And also I have a freebie for you that I want to share with you. And this is good. This freebie is so good. It is my attraction marketing content that converts. It's a 14-minute video where I show you 7 of my proven to convert attraction marketing content that allowed me to generate almost 10,000 leads, over 640 sales, and over $340,000 with just one little program. And I'm gonna give it to you 100% for free. So if you wanna get access to that, go ahead and click that link right below this video. Or you can go to LisaTorresSpeaks.com/14. And if you're watching me on YouTube, make sure you click the subscribe button and that little bell so that you can get notifications when I upload new episodes each week. If you got some value from this, make sure that you share it, like it, leave a comment below. Let me know what your biggest takeaway was, and I will see you guys on the next episode. Take care.